It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Elliott once more. And some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. The center receiver in motion to the right. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On play action, Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can...
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Lance now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 41, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And again, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Drake Jackson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of it.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Lance now on first down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Gold is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
The kick by Maher is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Lance going to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
17. Slide 2.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they take a knee. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Lance and company going on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, San Francisco.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Going up top. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.